I want to talk about my experience as an idol trainee. I think a lot of people are curious about it, but before I start, I want to be clear, this doesn't represent every trainee. This is not the entire industry. This is just my personal experience, what I went through, how it felt, and how it ended for me. I'm not trying to explain anything, I'm just sharing my story. Before Facebook, there was a social media platform called World in Korea. I had a few photos on it and somehow agencies found them. A lot of companies contacted me and they all said the kind of same thing, like you can make a lot of money if you do this. I was young, honestly, I was tempted so badly. I didn't really look at the companies, I just followed the person who contacted me first. After that, more companies contacted me. I didn't reply. I thought that was cool if I just follow the person who contacted me first and like being loyal or something. Now when I look back, there were so many companies that bigger and better. I probably should talk to them at least. But back then, I didn't know any better. I was in the practice room for like 14 hours a day, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Vocal lessons, dance lessons, acting, and guitar lessons. But most of the time was individual practice. No days off. I remember only days off were like one day on Lunar New Year and one day on Chuseok. It's like national holidays. I was really tired because there's no day off and like 14 hours a day every single day practice is not easy at all. I would say I'm gonna go to the gym and I go there, take a nap like 30 minutes and come back to practice like nothing happened. Dance easily. I'm not naturally musical and I didn't grow up listening to music. At first, I didn't even understand what beat meant. The first dance instructor I had, he didn't like me. First, because I was bad. Second, the trainee he had been teaching before were let go. Yeah, the company was building a completely new team. He made me repeat basic shuffle steps like an hour and a half without stopping almost every class. There were days actually I drew up. This part is simple. I didn't really feel pressure about looks and weight because I was probably the best looking guy on the team and I naturally skinny. So this part wasn't hard for me. I knew better than anyone that I lacked musical skills, but at the same time, I also knew I mattered to the team in other ways. So I didn't really see others as competitors. I thought of them as teammates. Looking back, my self-esteem was pretty high back then. We had evaluations once a month. I was always nervous, not because I thought I would get caught, but because I hated showing something I wasn't good at in front of people. But somehow everyone thought I wasn't nervous. I guess I was good at acting like I was fine. Skill matters, but timing and luck matter just as much. Who you meet, what choice you are pushed into. To be honest, I didn't have talent or passion for music. What I really wanted was acting, because whenever I went to acting classes, they told me I was good and my face and voice suited lead roles. But I was in a band project. I couldn't sing well. I couldn't play guitar well. It felt like everything was a struggle. Trying hard something you're bad at, it's not easy. But I was young and I didn't know how to speak up what I truly wanted. The person who brought me in wanted to build a band and kept telling me, get famous with the band first and then you can act. So I agreed. If it were now, I would say it differently. After about 2 years, I started thinking, this might not be my path. Like what took others for 1 hour took me 4 or 5 hours. And I told the company I wanted to quit. They stopped me, they convinced me to stay. What they said was like, oh, if you quit now, what you gonna do? Are you going to work at a factory or something, just you make barely make a living, you want to live that life. I was too young and I was easily convinced, and I stayed. At the time, I didn't know the full story. Later, I found out there was a conflict between my manager and the company. The company tried to replace our main vocalist, and our manager opposed it. The conflict escalated. Eventually, my manager left the company. Then suddenly the company announced an evaluation. That was strange. Since the debut lineup is fixed, there was no evaluation. And that day, I was truly nervous. I had been there a long time, and it felt like it could be the end. While playing guitar, my hands were shaking, even though I would practice the song countless times. And then, on Christmas Eve, they told me to go home. And I packed my things and left. Most of our songs already recorded. Debut was really close. We even had schedules and talked about dramas, commercials, and the drama we talked later became really massive hit. After the team fell apart, I contacted the acting company that I talked to before. They were honest with me. They said they already had trainees they were investing in. If they take me in, they would have to send someone else home. Yeah, they told me they couldn't do that. I understood, and that was I realized timing matters. And sometimes being ready is not enough. After that, I joined another company. I followed one of the manager from my band company. They said they were going to introduce me to a film director, so I went. But instead, we ended up in a karaoke room. They started calling girls, like you pay for the girls and then the girls come to the karaoke room and they sing, dance, and like drink together or something. I remember I was sitting there thinking, this is not what I want, and this is not the world I'm trying to be part of. So I made an excuse like I have to catch the last bus. Last bus is about to stop running. And I left. I left. On the way home, I cried. I cried so much. Like really, really cried. Because that was my dream and I felt kind of miserable because when I was in the other company, it would never happened. And in that moment, I knew I didn't belong there. After I left, I felt really empty. For years, my life was controlled. Even very small things like hairstyle, meals, schedule, like literally everything. When I suddenly entered society on my own, I didn't know how anything worked. I didn't know like what to do. My personality changed. I used to be outgoing, someone who naturally lead. I became totally opposite. I stayed home for almost 6 months. I had my best friend who lived 3 hours away by train. He was working full time, but almost 6 months, he came almost every week. He bought me foods, drinks, and went back home. I lived for those days. I always waited for him. Yeah, that was the time I could laugh. I could enjoy the time with him. A lot of talking. Years later, he took his own life. He never told me anything. I told him everything when I was struggling. He listened to all of it, and I never got the chance to listen to him. I hope he's doing great wherever he is. Oh. At least now I understand framing, camera, angles. that part stays with me. If I went back to my early 20s, I would probably become a trainee again, but not in a band. I would choose what I really want. After I left the company, I spent more than 10 years telling myself luck mattered more than effort. I understand why. That belief probably helped me survive, but realizing now I can still try again, still work toward a new dream. Seeing myself move forward like this, I actually really like it. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Let's keep this pace and let's see how far we can go.